Not long after the Battle of Yavin and the destruction of the first Death Star, the rebels have continued to take the fight to the Empire. Led by Leia Organa, a team of rebels attack one of, or perhaps the largest weapons factory the Empire has at their disposal. Posing as emissaries from the Outer Rim crime syndicate, Leia, Han, Luke, and others were able to gain access and plant charges inside of the factory on Kyoon 1. For the most part, things had gone well so far for the rebels, and Luke even stumbled across a group of slaves he was able to set free. Soon after this, however, things get much more complicated. Dozens of stormtroopers stand at attention as the ship touches down and the hatch opens ominously. Moments later, the large, intimidating form of Darth Vader walks past them, his heavy metal legs covered by thick black boots stomping onto the hard ground. The group is alerted of Vader's presence by Chewbacca, who was standing high above, keeping a watch over the scene below. Leia orders Chewie to take the shot as he is armed with a blaster rifle. He unleashes a barrage of fire, but Vader quickly deflects each shot with his red lightsaber before using the Force to pull a couple of stormtroopers in front of him to block the next attack. With ease, Vader then uses his power to bring the tower that Chewie had been standing on top of crumbling down. Elsewhere, Luke is making his way down a long hallway when he hears a familiar voice, the voice of his mentor and friend, Ben Kenobi. Luke, the voice echoes inside of the young man's head. Ben, he's here. Luke holds his lightsaber hilt to his side. Darth Vader, the man who killed my father, who killed you. I have to face him. I have to end this. Luke, Ben's voice goes on, listen to me carefully. Run. Luke ignites his blue saber blade as he sees the terrifying form of Darth Vader stalking towards him, red blade in hand. You hold onto that weapon like an untrained child. You have no right to it. Who are you? Luke doesn't hesitate. You killed my father. Vader stares at the young man. I've killed very many fathers. You'll have to be more specific. At this, Luke snaps. He lunges towards Vader and their lightsabers clash. But at this point in time, Luke is hardly a match for the Sith Lord one-on-one. This is most pathetic. You are not worth the seconds it would take to finish you. Who sent you here to die like this? Luke tries to fight back. I was there. On the Death Star, I saw what you did to him. You killed Master Kenobi. Suddenly, the blue lightsaber of a Jedi flies from Luke's hands and into Vader's. So, Obi-Wan gave you this lightsaber. A shame he did not teach you how to wield it. He never did make for much of a master. When Luke refuses to give Vader the information that he seeks, such as the nature of the attack on the weapons factory, he prepares to finish Luke off. However, it's at that moment that Vader gets a better look at the blue blade in his hand. Wait, this lightsaber. I know this weapon. Before Vader can continue, the huge leg of an AT-AT crashes through the roof above the two. Driven by Han and carrying Leia as well as the escaping slaves, the rebels wreak havoc throughout the factory. Luke regains himself as Vader storms through a cloud of smoke and dust. Help me, Ben, please. Luke pleads, help me kill him. Vader is once again briefly incapacitated due to AT-AT fire. Moments later, as he crawls from the rubble, an unfortunate stormtrooper runs towards the Sith to report, not noticing at first that Vader's helmet has come off of his face during the mayhem. I'm sorry, my lord, I didn't realize. But just then, with a flick of Vader's wrist, the trooper's neck snaps. The rebel invaders must die, Vader tells the remaining troops, except the boy. Leave him to me. The rebels and slaves begin making their way towards the trash fields, attempting to lose Vader and all Imperial troops, except for Luke, who jumps on a land speeder and darts back towards the weapons factory. However, Vader enters a ship of his own and sets off after him. Not this time, boy, he says angrily. You will not outrun me again. Luke fires a burst of blaster fire from the speeder directly into the factory's power core and narrowly escapes as it explodes and is destroyed, successfully accomplishing what they came to Kyoon 1 to do. Vader, though, still on Luke's trail, hits Luke with blaster fire of his own, and Luke seemingly crashes as flames and smoke blaze around him. However, Vader, now on foot, stalks closer and watches as the Millennium Falcon shoots off into the sky, the rebels and Luke having survived and made it to the Falcon all on board. Vader ponders as he simply looks to the sky. The boy. The boy is your last great hope, isn't it, Obi-Wan? He is what you died to protect. He may be strong in the Force, but he is untrained. And who is there left to train him now? No one but me. When I find him, and I will find him, he will be my weapon, not yours. The dark side always wins, Obi-Wan. You should know that by now. This comes from the Canon Star Wars comic series, issues 1 through 3, covering the time period between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. I of course always love making content featuring Vader here on the channel, and I hope you all enjoy it. So thank you of course for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.